Martin Stett is my new deputy. Wolf. Way to get fired, Wolf. I was up all night, couldn't sleep, now I have ringing in my ears, can take the day off. Yeah, come in tomorrow. Wolf's getting fired. New records can be obtained as a gift or a thank you for your service. Okay. Ulrich's. The Ulrich's list catalogue, you can always find a rich assortment at the lowest possible prices. Pre-order and save. Okay. Clarinet Sugar by Bob Barnard. Yeah, $100. Clarinet Sugar. The Mafia can offer some very interesting services. You're practically a member of the family now. Okay. The Sands. Wow. The Mafia will falsify a special crime in progress report. All the officers who arrive at the scene will be killed. Wow. Wolf. Off you go, son. Came to work drunk. Can't be bothered with any of that. Okay. Okay, so we can send my stuff to training. Hire a snitch. Hire a snitch, play the employees together. Important information for you. Okay. We'll send the SWAT. And we'll send Baskin Robbins. I'm gonna have to hire someone for shift day, aren't I? Bork Glasgow. What an attractive name. Bork Lesnar. Theft at Bigfoot. Yeah, I'll take you two. Yancey and Kochi. A shoe store clerk reports that 2 teenagers found the most expensive sneakers on display, tried them on, and then without paying, ran out the shop. I mean, isn't that how everyone shops for shoes? Fender Court. Baskin, Robbins, you've done well. You're my kind of guys. Attempted murder. Shit. A man returned from work earlier than usual and found his new wife in bed with a lover. The maid called the police, which saw the husband take a hunting rifle from the wall cabinet. Okay. 6. 5. They're back. Right, let's send Stovall. Send Vandal, Baskin Robbins. We don't have the SWAT available. The teens are standing around smoking, not found in the store, admiring their new shoes. Hold them, Yancey and Kochi. Today in Freeburg, we're hosting the premiere of Back to the Future. Film's distributors have asked the city for an offer to stand at the door. I can't speak. And ensure the visitors don't bring the handheld cameras in the theatre. Right. Oscar Peterson. Wait a minute. Wasn't Oscar Peterson the well, wasn't. Isn't he the Blade Runner? The guy that shot his girlfriend? I hear he just wanted to repaint the bathroom door, but his girlfriend was dead against it. Incredibly poor taste joke. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Stovall. Stovall, you son of a bitch. You did it again. Can I have some more music, please? There you go. Some more music, please. Freeburg Elementary. Assault. A young father deprived from his parental rights decided to pick up his daughter from school. When he wasn't allowed access, he attacked a teacher, knocking her to the ground and started kicking her. Fucking hell. Yancy and Kochi, you can take Grant with you.
If you must go, sweet mama, please leave a dime for beer.
Mr. Boyd, I have a very sensitive issue, which our mutual friend Charles Diller said he could help me with. As you may already know, I own the largest music store in Freeburg. Recently, my ex-wife got half my record collection in a lawsuit. There's a lot of rare records. My ex is very afraid of the police and always tries to act like a law-abiding citizen. If some of your guys went over there in uniform and told her those records were evidence in an important investigation, she'd just smile and give them whatever they asked for, and not even check into the warrant. Baskin, Robbins, Barton. You can do this for me, right? Jack, we have something going down today. Engineering plant at 2209. We won't want any policemen crashing the party. I think 4,000 should be enough for a request. 2209, okay. Suddenly conduct. Scroll pictures of penises in the artwork and hid in the closet. Stovall, Samadhi. Go sort this out. Perfect. We helped Ulrich Bieber, and thanks as he gave us the Gennaro Crespo album, The Master. True Vandal prefers glam, so he's really sad at the bar. He was really sad at the bar by the time the shift ended. Okay. All the lights were on when the police arrived. The museum caretaker explains he's only had the job a couple of weeks. He's worried he's going to get fired over this foolishness. The police calm him down. He points out the bathroom and installed the artist, locked himself up inside. Ah, the old dick drawer. Come on with your hands up. A terrified and tearful young man holding a knife insists he's engaged in some kind of performance art. No one understands him. He refuses to surrender and is threatening to stab himself. Tell me more about your work. Ah! An idea what the cheapest site to buy FM20 with the beta? You can use 2Game. You can use... You can use the referral link right there, or you can use Viking Dan at the checkout. You can save yourself, I think, 30% off the game. There you go. Have the beta. As far as I'm aware, yeah, you get the code straight away, and you get access to the beta. Pt. 209. Just going to ignore that. We're a mafia bitch now. Yeah, Callum, that should give you the beta as well.
911.
I could have just sent, like, the shit guy. Psychological test at City Hall. Jack, you must have seen the newspaper stories about Thomas Blaine. The retired cop who went schizophrenic and shot a pregnant woman. To ensure, yeah, I did see that. To ensure this tragedy doesn't repeat itself, we decided to conduct psychological testing for all the cops over 50 years of age. That includes you, Jack. Tomorrow morning, Dr. Eleonora Waterbury is going to be waiting for you in her office. Don't be late. Christ. It's time to end the day. Right, Wolf's getting fired. Mr. Boyd, this is a very simple test. I'll show you a card with an abstract image. You just look at them and you tell me what you see. A man taking a handful of tablets in a barn. Two natives beating the drums. Flying severed heads. What? How is that a butterfly? Woman decorating a Christmas tree, a dancing girl. How is that a dancing girl? A blue alien raping a pig. It's a woman decorating a Christmas tree. A tower on a hill? Well, no. A baby with spider legs. The woman dropping the Christmas ornament. It's a tree growing human lungs. Like, at least make them those, like, magic eye things that can be misconstrued as different things. Marching hammers. Leave those kids alone. I mean, these are all fairly obvious, aren't they? Woman slapping the man. The man pushing the woman. It's like a chain. Or an octopus playing the piano. Pile of autumn leaves. A woman in a worm skin coat. I find it is the most desirable of all animal skins. No black employees at City Hall. Incorrect. I didn't fire all the black employees. Gotta work. Come on. Let's be having you. My voice keeps creaking the last few days. Too tired. Hardly walk straight. Can I go home? Yes, still will. You're old as shit. Beasley, you did a great job, actually. Take your chevrons. Quan Yin Lin turned out to be a member of a gang known as the Red Masks. We'll take down the gang if you make him an informant. Yeah, sure. There are a number of gangs in Freeburg. That means there's going to be bounties to collect. Some of the criminals you come across may be members of one gang or another. In exchange for immunity, they may be willing to give up their bosses. In this way, you can get your hooks into gang members higher and higher up the food chain, and ultimately take down the boss. If you do arrest the boss, the gang will be finished. You have to claim the reward. Okay. There's also a reward for formally charging gang members. And if you arrest a gang member, you get a bonus, but your deal is oh yeah, your deal with that person is over. Don't settle for small fish. Use a small fish to catch the big fish. Start to investigate. Beasley. Beasley, Moody. Moody, Glasgow. Let's get going. Feminist protest. A few months ago, an unregistered feminist organisation appeared in Freiburg. Today they're holding their first protest. As far as we know, the organisation is backed by foreign sponsors, and their goal is to get their people into important positions in City Hall. The protest may escalate into something more serious, and we need to show who's in charge. Use batons and tear gas, even firearms if necessary. No, let's not go. Whoa. Let's show them what intimidation looks like. Let's just talk to them. Let's not beat up a women's protest, right? You know? Let's not beat feminists, eh? We're doing it on the park. Let's be successful. I mean, yeah. We'll send a load of women. What? Do I have to send the SWAT? Fucking hell. Right, we're doing that. We'll keep Grant. What? You have to send all the officers. Managed to get for 29 quid CD keys for 27, but no early beta. Ah, cool, man. Glad I could help, man. It's worth knowing. Anyone that's watching, like with 2 Game, you can use Viking Dan, the code at the checkout, and it will save you up to 30% on some games, usually between 10 and 20% on other games. But yeah, you can have a basket full of games. You can save 10% on all of them, or you can. Like at the minute, there's a deal with Football Manager 20, FM20, where I think you get, like I say, I think it's like 20% off or something, 30% off. Either way, it saves you money. It helps me keep the channel going. So yeah, please feel free to use it at your discretion. Jack, we have a problem. The chief prosecutor of Freiburg is a woman. And it seems she's on the side of the feminists. Might be walking into some serious legal problems. We better play safe and fake some evidence. No. Refuse. I ain't faking evidence with the feminists. There's a hostage situation. I don't have the SWAT with me. I'm just gonna have to send out everyone we've got. No. Something going down today at Rubovich Casino, 12:40. 8 run, okay. Investigation started. Belle Lang gave several interviews in which she spoke about atrocities committed by red mask gangs. She embellished a lot and distorted the facts to keep people from panicking. Needs to take down the gang within the next 4 days. Okay. Mr. Boyd, your psyche is in good shape. My only concern is your stress level. My research shows that Beethoven's music soothes and relaxes the nervous system. I recommend you invest a bit in good old Ludwig van. Okay. It's, I think it was from Chopin. Don't have any Ludwig. Old Beethoven. Arson, eh? I don't have anyone. Hostage situation. Excellent. Wait a minute, do I not have someone who's getting fired? Did I not shitcan someone? No, I did, but I replaced him, I think, yeah.
910B in progress.
Just turn a blind eye. Just top up my drink. Ah! Constitution 2000 arcade. 8 grand in the pocket. Damn. Mr. Boyd, today we're installing new slot machines called the Super Magdalene 3. I think we're putting a new one in. One of the big kids almost broke it the first day. Couple of you, man. You can have Roy. Roy? You can have Roy and Oscar Peterson. Everyone else is terrible. I mean, everyone else is useful. These guys are terrible.
1210 in progress.
Suspicious individual at St. John's Hospital. A pregnant girl called in a report of a suspicious gynecologist who she met in reception. Behaving very strangely, attempting to persuade the girl to have an abortion. Though she was 5 months pregnant? What? Okay. Let's send Samadhi and Grant. Let's go for United Liverpool. I think we're gonna get thumped.
210 in progress.
Oh, he's the right man. Right now, yeah. Right now, he's as good a choice as anyone.
Officer on scene. Looks like we have a situation.
Because we don't have a team. The doctor spots the police, grabs a scalpel, boldly shouts, "Come on! Come on, then! I'll release your souls from this filthy world." Hit him with a taser.
1210 complete.
Good work, guys. Well done. In the ghetto, housewife Takara Montez often complains about to the police about her neighbours. They're constantly making a racket, often get into fights, always refusing to discuss things with her neighbours. She called the police again today to hearing loud bangs from the apartment, along with loud screams. 6 or 7 people live there, right? We're going to send Baskin Robbins and Barton as a human meat shield. Jack, we're about to bring a large shipment of alcohol. We've heard that our new partners like to play tough. Need a couple of guys for insurance, right? Oscar Peterson and Roy. Sounds like a job for you guys. Send the shit guys for the mob missions.
611 in progress.
Color Hotel. Requesting reinforcements. Sounds like someone's being raped, and I can't send anyone. And we might be able to send Oscar Peterson and Roy. I'm not getting enough frames yet. You guys can deal with that, right?
210 complete.
From the court, officers unharmed. Perfect. I had no detectives. What could I do? What could I do?
Officer on scene.
The door to one of the rooms on the second floor is standing ajar. You can see a large man holding a crying girl by the neck, striking her in the face. Sure, I paid you, keep it quiet. Put the gun at the man. The girl managed to escape, but a pimp leaps from the man. When the fight breaks out. Use pepper spray. The man shoves the pimp away and suddenly jumps out the window. Down the stairs.
11 complete.
God damn it, Oscar Peterson. You forget your blades. And the day. Boss, I quit. God damn it, Beasley. I'll just give you a raise. Well, I'll just give you a chevron. God damn. Oh. There's no cutscene. Right, Stovall's got a day off. It'll be okay. Yeah, let's go. Bud meets Bob. We're cutting the department's budget. Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for all your help. Roy. I do need another investigator. Just be. Want to raise. Buck Yancey is today a hero. After pulling drowning Senator Wallace Green from the river, the municipality of the senator's recommendation decided to reward the outstanding officer. The ceremony is scheduled for July 27th. The event will be open to the press as well as Mr. Green's family. Make sure nothing unusual happens. This officer... Yeah, okay, whatever. Right, he's quit. So, Moody can I change it? Okay. That's annoying. It seems to be murder in the suburbs. Sometimes your officers will arrest only one or two criminals, but when you're taking down the whole group, it's better to bring a paddy wagon. A truly professional staff can... That's a bit racist, right? Can cope without the need for special transport, but most officers prefer a paddy wagon. Okay, well, I don't have one. Can I... Okay then. I mean, I guess we'll send Yancey. He's the hero, right? Some black gangster hit one of our shops. It's too much for us to deal with it right now. Can you send help? Right, gonna Price and Asano. Send that shit, guys. Send the bad guys.
I was trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant Hotspot.
Situation is more serious than we thought. Requesting reinforcements. Koshi, Purdy. What's in 3? A noise complaint at the sawmill. Tsubaki. Elderly man called the police station reporting that terrible screams. Terrible screams? Mr. Boyd, I manage a large fleet of vehicles. I wanted to organise a workshop for my new drivers. I have to learn how to behave on the road. So your patrolman and I will never need to look twice out of our cars. Please send 3 of your best officers that ride all day with my people. Explain the intricacies of traffic flow and police monitoring. I've heard about the problems the department faces, particularly obsolete fleet of police vehicles. So in return, I'll be happy to donate a paddy wagon. We need a paddy wagon. Have 3 of our worst people. I've got no one. Nobody commit any crimes. God damn it. The sawmill surrounded by a 9-foot fence and the gates are locked from the outside. Shouts can be heard from within. Break the gate open. A man is threatening a young boy with a circular saw. The man is screaming hysterically. Release the boy. Holy shit, Tsubaki got shot. Damn. Right, we need to hire a new officer. Shit. An emergency call was received from an all-night drugstore. An addict is attempting to gain unlawful entry. He violently threatened a female pharmacist, demanding she open the cabinets. Let's get Yancey out there with Foxman and his mustache. I think they'll be fine. God damn, Tsubaki. You were good. You were good. Chief, we were along with, went over the basics with our empty-headed drivers. We're done for the day. Meanwhile, Mr. Sandrop's a brand new paddy wagon. It's a nice piece of equipment. Too good for the idiots we were packing inside. Okay. Excellent. Something going down at the courthouse at 6:30. Welp. Commander escapes. Me.
412A in progress.
Emergency medical services random call for a man complaining of chest pains. While they were treating him, the man suddenly attacked one of the EMTs, shouting wildly about the global pharmaceutical conspiracy. The other personnel managed to escape and call the police. Right. We will send. We'll send Kochi, Purdy, Foxman. Foxman. Rip Subaki. Effing chat, please, guys.
For testing complete.
Money in the pocket. Civilian killed. Shit.
Officer on scene. Looks like
The
we
door
have
to the apartment is locked from the inside. Unintelligible screams can be heard within. On the balcony. The victim is bound and lying on the floor. They are sitting on top of him, waving a syringe filled with an unknown substance. Bottle of bleach is on the floor nearby. The man jumps up and grabs the papers from the table. Everything is written down here, all the evidence you'll need. They created these medications to control our minds. There we go. Three new frames. Right, Haman. I think he's a faithful assistant, funny member of the gang. He's interested in more serious jobs. Gets the more valuable prizes at home while he arranges their sale. He then brings them to Wise Dragon restaurant the day before when to make the deal. Must have had an immediate buyer for the necklace, so Ning. He brought it to the restaurant the same night it was stolen. Usually the restaurant is open around the clock. Closed the night before because an important deal was going down. Okay. He's got a key to the restaurant. Keeps in a safe under the bar. So he doesn't need to break in. Oh wait. There we go. Safe under the bar. Sure, that's it then. Safe under the bar. Doesn't need a key. Oh, sorry, he's got a key, so it doesn't. Oh, there we go. We did it. Let's send Beasley, Stovall, and Yancey. And the SWAT. Send the SWAT. It's a gang member. Fender caught. Beautiful. Case closed. I'm gonna miss you, Beasley. You were good. Can't start to investigate. All in the day. Each of your employees receive a weekly salary. The ones who are still alive anyway. Bear the paperwork, you can pull in some money from the deceased officers' salaries. Let's not do that. They're kind of the dead. Let's not be assholes. Let's not be complete assholes right now. Assholes. What's that got? All City Hall employees awarded a company cars for personal use. Small drug dealers invade Freiburg to host semi-finals of Youth Hockey League, eh? Mighty Ducks are coming to town. Too tired, can hardly walk straight. Alright, Theresa May. Yes. Yes, you're knackered. You're fucked. Start of the day. We're a bit low on officers, but... I'll move you to shift A. 3 on each then. Space for one more. Fishback. 1200 professionalism. Get in. $1,200 professionalism. Watch him not turn up. Trespassing at the farm. 2 unidentified men snuck into his farm. Set fire to the barn. Sure. We'll send Oscar Peterson and Samadi.
Now she can shimmy like Sister Kate. She's a dancing queen, fit for a king. Swing sweet ginger green.
Some fantastic music. No signs of the criminals near the house. Front door's been broken down. Shadows lurk inside. Come on, with your hands up. Oscar Peterson's been shot! Will everyone just stop getting shot? Right, well... I guess it happened. Drug addict attempted to hide in a footlocker under his jacket. He began to throw a fit. Just gonna have to send a guy. Just one guy. Grant, you can deal with this, right? One of our new guys tried to rape an accountant. We locked him up in a hotel room, but he's threatening to hand the whole organization over to the police. I think it's time he talks to a police officer face to face. Robbins, you're going on your own. No basking today. We need some goddamn music. This is getting stressful. Good no goddamn men. Everyone's getting shot.
9/11.
Right, well at least you're alive.
Don't you leave me here. If you must go, sweet mama, please leave a dime for beer.
412 in progress.
Assault with a deadly weapon. Robbins is nearly back. Right, we're gonna send Baskin Robbins.
She said if you want my frickers,
Baskin Robbins, you can deal with this.
have to run me down.
What's the next thing? Be some crazy shit.
410A in progress.
Attempted murder. Perfect. A man in an expensive suit is lying on the street. He seems he's been shot. No one saw who shot him. From where? Man is still alive and ambulance is on the way. Let's get these guys out there. I can't send the SWAT. I've got no more people. Oh, let's not... Baskin Robbins, don't die.
I'm Alabama bound.
Oh, they got him. They got him.
Alabama bound.
I knew they had it.
I followed you round from town to town.
Oh, shit.
I'm Alabama bound. Don't you
Well,
leave me
I didn't pay attention.
here.
Officer on scene. Looks like we have a situation.
The man was being placed in stretcher when another shot rings out. This time the shooter finished the job. His firing position could not be determined. Shots are clear coming from one of the skyscrapers.
410A complete.
Under court. Oh no! Grant's been shot! Oh no. We've got nobody left. We have nobody left.
910A in progress.
Oh, Jesus. Eight-year-old Kevin's at home hiding under the bed. And one person's gathered outside the apartment door. Baskin, Robbins, go deal with this. Oh, Jesus. Jack, we don't know why you did it, but we hope you had a good reason. Don't forget who your friends are. I didn't mean to do that. We'll send Samadhi. It's everyone. You've got everyone. You've got everyone that's alive. Deaths all over again, yeah. You're just shooting them on the back, Dan. Right, shift's over.
910A complete.
Right, no one else died, at least. Van Dal and Robbins, you're both fantastic. Two guys died. At least we got a full shift B.
In my new role as corrupt official, I had to give up some of my favorite habits. I couldn't turn off my phone when my head ached. Couldn't sleep till noon on Saturday and let the rest of HQ take up the slack. No more days off to go fishing. But my weekly visit to the old Colony Club was more like tradition. One night a week, I absorbed cigar smoke, the vague smell of alcohol, the stench of urine, all mixed with toxic levels of old drunken belches. Same picture it was 30 years ago. Tradition's gotta be honored. And to stay faithful to the tradition, you've got to respect the standard rituals. When you're about to roll out of the club, you need to take a deep breath and count to 100. If your stomach doesn't do a backflip, you should be good to make it home. This time I only got up to 60. I was interrupted.
Why? You look even better than you do on TV.
There's nothing more impolite than approaching people in the alley at the old Colony. This is the most private place in the city. All who enter here dirty their shoes with the most elite stream of vomit in Freeburg. This asphalt has been blessed by judges, lawyers, artists, businessmen, and all our politicians. Takes a lot of balls to crash the party. My head was a drunken haze, but I knew who he was. A cartoon gangster suit straight out of Dick Tracy. Fancy voice, fruit cologne, sassy strut. That's how the newspapers described Vikas Varga. rising star in Freeburg's criminal underworld. He appeared out of nowhere, and with the support of the local punks, Varga broke all the old rules of organized crime. He killed those who could not be killed, traded what could not be traded, and robbed those who could not be robbed. In just a single month, this man had gathered an incredible amount of power. He's been called everything from a clown to a madman to a criminal genius, and more often than not, he's called a low-class upstart short on ideas. But if Vargas was one of the old crime bosses, he'd have been cut into pieces and fed to the river. Look past this guy's arrogance, and there's something about him. The city is still deciding what to do with him. Meanwhile, he's burning down the houses of old city mobsters. Not the best time to talk, Mr. Varga.
Ma, you know my name. I'm flattered, although not very surprised, to be honest. I might be a little short on manners. Like they say in your fair city, with the right manners, you can go anywhere. Well, I don't want to go anywhere. I want to stay right here.
Even the criminal world needs manners, Mr. Varga. And one of them is this.
Varga.
Don't interfere with a drunken cop who's trying to take a shit and puke at the same time.
Oh, you exaggerate. But is Freeburg always so gentle with its officers? You've been a bit roughed up lately.
I see you already know Freeburg quite well, Mr. Varga.
Well, I love to learn and look around. But I do know
Isn't
that
Varga
the inhabitants of this
the guy
fair
in,
city should be friends, Jack. Maybe it's
Fargo?
true I don't have the best manners. After all, it's only polite for friends to share their phone numbers. This city of yours moves so fast. I feel like I'm hooked on amphetamines all over again. You wake up in the morning full of ideas, and by nightfall, you've all had each other killed. So don't wait too long to call. I don't mind if you're drunk. It's all the more fun. I'll be stoned myself, most likely. Hell, I'm a little stoned right now. It's the only way to live in this place. I like your city, Jack. I'm here to stay.
If it weren't for the phone number written on my arm, I probably wouldn't have remembered the conversation in the morning. But there was no reason to worry. I'd be getting a reminder soon.
Mayor Rogers displeased with police department. Orthodox priest bribe mayor. I'll bring order to the police station.
My morning ritual was plagued by the smell of Vickers Varga's fruity cologne. It was like the sharp citrus scent was chasing me around the house, as if Vickers was right there in my living room. When I finally realized the smell was coming from a big basket of oranges, it didn't put me any more at ease. I'd opened my door to lots of threatening mail, evidence of criminal wrongdoing, even a dead ferret or two. But fruit? Never.
Fruit?
You the fruit guy?
Excuse me?
Was it you that brought the basket of oranges?
Nah.
You a fruity
when I
guy.
arrived.
Fine. So who are you?
Today, I'm your driver.
And where are we driving?
To work.
Where?
That's it?
Yeah, we have to make an important stop along the way.
Where?
The ranch.
What ranch?
Just the ranch.
Fine.
Fine.
The morning seemed surreal, and I took in the magic. Why wreck it with meaningless chatter? As my tight-lipped chauffeur drove an hour through God knows where, I started to feel like I was in the middle of a bad dream, probably lying bloody and concussed in the alley behind the old Colony Club, my nose buried in a rotten orange peel. But no, this was no dream. The silence was real, the sound of the engine was real, the dust was real enough too. And there was the ranch over the horizon. It all seemed familiar. The Sand family's overbearing mansion has been the talk of the headlines for decades, but few have managed to get closer than a few miles. I guess I'm just lucky. I didn't know you took private meetings, Mr. Sand.
Only if I expect good company.
I'm surprised my company ranks at all.
Today, yes. Today is a special day.
So it seems.
Do you often go to the old Colony Club, Jack?
Every week.
Meet any interesting people there?
As a rule, no.
Sometimes you make a date, right? Sometimes make new friends.
Sometimes, I guess. But that's not why I go.
And why?
I consider it a hobby.
A hobby. Do you know anything about my hobbies?
Well, judging by the half-dozen animal skins I stepped on walking over here, it's not much of a reach to say you like hunting.
Love it. Well, I say that now. It seemed so tedious when I was a child. Took ever so long. But now I'm older. I've developed a new talent.
What talent is that?
Patience. The will to wait for the right moment. Let's say you want a deer. You know, you deserve it. You've even decided what dishes its meat will go to and where you'll mount its horns. But to get that deer, you've got to wait. To sit in the bushes and stay nice and quiet. Professional hunters will tell you that the hunt is a rare craft. There are many rules. It's shrouded in mystery and ancient skill. Well, that's all complete nonsense. To get a deer, you just sit on the sidelines for a long enough time, pinpoint the moment when it's finally time to shoot. I learned the talent, Jack. But not like you, oh, Jack. You truly are the master.
I don't understand.
Oh, come on, Jack. I know about the $500,000.
Come on, Jack.
I know your plan. Kendrick told me everything. Needless to say, I'm impressed. While some people learn to hold their breath for minutes on end and not to rustle the leaves too loudly, why you decided to just become the foliage. You turned yourself into a bush, surrounded by deer who've been so fruitfully multiplying for decades. But all this time you've held your rifle at the ready. Forgive an old man his imagery, Jack. I've the heart of a poet, I confess.
Look, I don't know what was said between you and Kendrick, but it sounds like you got it wrong.
Oh, I think I understand everything just fine. And I think we understand each other quite well. Jack, in the coming war, we'll make excellent partners.
What war?
One war falls upon every generation. My grandfather drove out the Ambersons back when he was 27. My father destroyed that psychopath gangster, Maurice Bell, when he was a sprightly 30. At 69, I'd begun to think my war had passed me over. But my time has come at last. Tomorrow Vicus Varga declares war, and I'm obliged to answer.
So, we're talking about Varga now.
I don't know how he thinks. I don't even know whether he plans his actions or not. I can't divine his purpose. Hell, I don't even know where he comes from. He's a man not of our breed, wouldn't you say? But when he arrived here, I invited him in, told him we could work together. An official invitation penned in my own hand and written on some very expensive paper. And can you imagine his reply? A fruit basket. What sense can be made of such a message?
I guess it means whatever you want it to.
Precisely.
I'm late for work, Mr. Sand.
You know, Jack, I could just give you $500,000 right now, cash, whatever denominations you like. But I would never insult you so. If I went stalking my prey for so many years, I wouldn't want someone else to shoot it for me. I understand you, Jack. And I'll never ask you for anything that's contrary to your nature. Just think about our conversation. Think about it. And call me.
Like I said, it's a whole new life, and I've had to give up some old habits. One of them, keeping away from things that don't concern me. Now I can't afford the luxury. This spotlight I'm under, concerns is all I got.
I mean, we're already in with Sand. Let's get even further in with him. The quicksand.
Tell him it's Boyd.
Price didn't turn up. You're terrible anyway. Can't walk straight. Yeah, coming tomorrow though. Damn. Right, guys. I'm actually going to end it there. We're at 1 a.m. Hello. We're at 1 a.m. So we're going to end it there. I'll be live again tomorrow, and we're going to continue with this. But yeah, thank you so much. I should be live at 4 p.m. tomorrow. I don't have anything going on in the afternoon, so we should be okay. Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, please hit that follow button. If you're watching on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. If you're on Twitch, why not? Hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Dan has dropped some links in the chat. Feel free to follow up on Twitter. Get involved with the Discord. There's a Patreon if you've got more money than sense as well. So, yeah. Go get involved, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you all tomorrow.